Hello everyone, welcome to JMac Investing. My name is Jason. Nice bounce back today. Hope you guys had some green in your portfolio. SPACs bounce back, tech stocks, growth stocks, they all begin to bounce back today. I'm going to find out if it's if this is real or not in a couple of days here, but it does feel good to see some green. A lot of news items that I want to get to, so we're going to go ahead and jump into, check out some of this red hot SPAC news. Let's get right into it. All right, so jumping into it, as you can see, like I said today, S&P 500 was up 1.42%, but the big thing was this massive rally by NASDAQ, which has been beat down like crazy. It was up 3.69% today. Dow Jones, which has been rallying pretty hard, up only 0.10%. Let's jump into some of this news. First news item I want to get into was DMYI, which had been rumored to merge with IonQ, which is to become the first publicly traded pure play quantum computing company. So DMY Technology Group is just slaying it. They're killing the game in the SPAC game. I dare say that the CEO of DMY Technologies, Nicola De Masi, may be the best SPAC sponsor of them all. Okay, so everything they've gotten is pretty much, if it hasn't already turned to gold, will turn to gold. They got into Rush Street Interactive. They got into Genius Sports, which should be merging pretty soon, DMYD. And now we got IonQ coming up. And IonQ is the first pure play quantum computing company. They have another one, DMYQ, which is in units right now. And then they launched another one, AMYD, I believe it is. So keep your eye on these two new ones beyond IonQ, which just recently announced. But really cool, though, that this is going to be a pure play quantum computing company. Let's just kind of glance over some of the highlights. Here in the slide that you can see, so the only public pure play quantum opportunity, unpaired parallel technological advantage. They've got deals already struck with Amazon Web Services and Microsoft Azure as well. And some seriously big hitters investing into this company: GV, NEA, Mubadala, AWS is investing into it, Samsung's investing, Airbus, even Bill Gates in his firm is investing into this one as well. Check this out. You even got the advising, you got the CEO of QuantumScape here on the board. Just crazy leadership and crazy investors all the way across the board. So, and you know what? It came and hit the markets and had the definitive agreement during this downtime right here. So you really still have an opportunity to get into this company at a fairly reasonable price. Do your own research, as they say, but this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get into the very first pure-play quantum computing company right here. And I found this to be one of the most interesting slides. They show IBM, you see how big this quantum computer is, where the guy's swallowed up inside of it, working on it. And this was a Google rendering of a planned million physical qubit system that's around 20 feet long by Google. And then here's IonQ showing theirs. It's 2 inches big. Ion trap and vacuum chamber in a single minuscule package. And they show here, how their evolution for 2016, which was from a chamber, which was, I don't know, it's at about 3 or 4 foot squared, all the way down to something about the size of a hand in 2020, the mini package 2021 now, and then they're going to get it down to the size of a chip in 2023. Next up, big news here with SoFi. It doesn't sound that big on its surface, but if you dig into it and you find out what the real deal is here, and this is very, very exciting. So SoFi acquires community bank Golden Pacific Bancorp to speed up its national bank charter process. SoFi, more formally known as Social Finance, announced today it has agreed to acquire Golden Pacific Bancorp for about $22 million, which is very small, not very much. It says the dollar amount is not staggering. What is more notable about the acquisition is that it's giving SoFi a quick route to getting a national bank charter. SoFi, a digital personal finance company, got preliminary approval for a bank charter last October, and by acquiring Golden Pacific, the company gets a fast track into that process. Once the transaction closes later this year, GPB will become a subsidiary. And then a national bank charter will give SoFi the ability to accept deposits and make loans that use SoFi's member deposits as opposed to funding its loan offerings as a non-bank by contracting external underwriters at a premium. So this will bring costs down for them to become, they're really truly doing it, guys. This is really going to be, I mean, I think of all of the companies out there that are going to be a bridge to bring people away from physical banks into a digital bank that has everything from student loans to loans, personal loans to home loans to whatever you need. SoFi is going to have that. Now they're going to be able to cut costs or bring it all in house and become a national bank chartered, but they're digital. That's the very, very key thing to realize. So SoFi will be huge in the future, definitely in my portfolio, and definitely a long-term holding beyond mergers. Definitely keeping some SoFi for sure, no doubt about it. Next up is Freyr. I've been saying it wrong the whole time. I said Freyr. It's Freyr, which is coming public via ALUS Energy, ticker symbol ALUS. Well, Freyr today released a updated investor presentation, many new announcements and things that are setting them up. Freyr is in Norway and is 100% supported by Norway, and so some of that is included in their new slide deck, and I'll show you that real quick. They got two different grants, one of NOK 39 million and NOK 142 million. And this is to support the financing for the development and construction of the initial clean battery cell production facility. And big news here on March 3rd, which ties into that grant that they got, is that the pilot customer qualification plant has been sanctioned by the Norway government. So Freyr sanctions final contracting processes for the pilot customer qualification plant, and the plant will represent Norway's first lithium-ion battery cell manufacturing facility. Construction expected to start not in 2022, 23, 24, second quarter of 2021. Hopefully they'll have a groundbreaking ceremony. So people keep sleeping on ALUS, Freyr, and this one is going to blow at some point. Just keep sleeping on it if you want to, is all I'm saying, because you can see up here, here's the planned construction of Freyr production facilities, and this also is new here. Look, pilot customer qualification plant. This is where its location is going to be, right on the water. They're planning 4 plants. One, Gigafactory 1 is going to have 5.3 gigawatt hours. Gigafactory 2, 8. Gigafactory 3, 10. Gigafactory 4. This is why this one is going to be a long play. I keep talking about it in my Discord. I mean, if you're welcome to come join over there. You should join over there because it's a great group of investors. We break down these SPACs and talk all about these kinds of scenarios. Freyr for me is going to be also another long-term holding. Obviously, if we get a good run, I'll sell, take profits on it. But you can see, like, this is going to be one of the biggest players in battery cell production in Europe and likely in the whole entire world. And last but not least, Ouster Lidar was being traded under ticker symbol CLA, had their merger vote this morning at 10 a.m. and everything passed, and they had enough votes. So now this one is going to be changing ticker symbols to OUST, OUST. This is my personal favorite LiDAR play of them all. This is, of all of the LiDAR plays, the only one that's digital. They actually patented and created digital LiDAR. So the rest of them are all analog, including Luminar. Luminar uses analog LiDAR. So these guys, while they're not getting much love now, all I got to say is this is another one that's being slept on, and I've accumulated and accumulated and accumulated, and I expect this at some point to get some recognition and getting on. Maybe not right away, right here after merger and after ticker change, but it's one to keep an eye on. Show you here a recent press release that they put out. This is the kind of company that doesn't really have to do a lot of talking. They're already They're already a revenue generating company, and they're signing contracts left and right. You can see right here, Ouster signs over 20 strategic customer agreements in eight months, and Ouster's multi-year contracts represent potential of over $325 million in revenue opportunity through 2025. So you got around $325 million signed in the past 8 months of revenue. I guess one of the cool things here is of those 20 strategic signings, of the SEAs signed in the last 8 months, over half have been signed in 2021. We're in March, the third month of 2021, and 10 of the 20 have been signed this year. So they are really going after it hard and executing for sure. And so this pace continues. This company here is going to be on a lot of people's radar. So that's all I got, guys. I hope you guys having a great week so far. And like I said, I hope you all have some green in your portfolio. Do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Also turn on that notification bell, and consider joining the private Discord group that's only limited to 1,000 people. We're up, I don't know, to like 700 or 800 in the private Discord there. But once we hit 1,000, the only way you'd be able to join is if someone else left. So consider joining. Consider picking up some free shares of WeBull, Moomoo, or M1 Finance. Gives you $10, I believe, when you sign up and you fund your account. All of those, you can get a couple shares in Moomoo and WeBull as well once you sign up and fund your account with like $100 or so. So that'll help support the channel, and I appreciate all of you. I'm gonna throw out another community poll pretty soon, but I'm gonna throw out some ticker symbols and some of these hotter, newer SPACs that are now under definitive agreements, and I'm gonna ask you guys in the community post what you want me to cover. Also, feel free to drop a comment and let me know what your thoughts are. That's all I got till next time, guys. Deuces.